everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sara, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a JUVIA'S Place haul as well as a try on. So if you want to know my thoughts about everything that's on my face right now or what I bought, then please stay and watch. Okay, so I bought from JUVIA'S Place and yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. It's been a while since I bought anything from JUVIA'S. So I got a lip liner. This is the Luxe Liner, and this is in the shade So Rare. It's pretty. I love the packaging. It says JUVIA'S right here. It shows you the color, and it's a really pretty pink packaging. Next up, I was like so excited for this. Like I saw it, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to have it. So I got the JUVIA'S Place lipsticks. They're Velvety matte lipsticks. I got kind of like a mauve one, and then like a more muted nude one. And these are typically the shades I gravitate towards the most. I used to be more of a peachy gal, and now I'm more gravitating towards more cool undertone nudes. So I'm gonna take these out of the packages and show you guys. It does list the ingredients in the back, and it also says, you know, the lifespan for it, which, wow, 18 months, that's a lot. But these are so good. I have one of these that is more peachy that I bought like a long time ago, and they smell so freaking good. So this is what it looks like. This is how the peachy one that I have looks like as well. It has like a gradient to it, as a gradient to it. I love that like it like clicks in place, so like it, you know, it doesn't really like move anywhere until you like pull it hard enough. That's the color. This one's kind of more like a cool tone grayish, taupe-ish shade, and I don't have anything like this in my collection, so I definitely wanted to get this. Okay, I'm gonna show you now the mauve one. Same packaging as the other one. It's just very pretty. And I think this one, out of the both that I bought, this one's like my favorite. It's really like, it's just a mauve and it's so pretty. I love mauves. This one, I thought it'd be pinker, but it is pinkish, but it leans a little bit more towards purple, but not purple where it's like full on purple on the lips. Well, I haven't like, you know, put these on yet, but I think it'll look like really pretty. The next thing, I got the JUVIA'S Bronze Palette. This is pretty big actually. It has also the ingredients in the back and then the lifespan of it as well. I got it in the shade medium, and you open it like this, and there's a mirror right here, and then there's two. I feel like it's a bronzer palette, but I feel like there's two tones because one could be used for contour and the other one for bronzer, or you can mix them. If one of these tones isn't it, you can mix them. I didn't get light and I was really scared. I'm like, oh my god, what if the medium one is too dark for me? But I'm like, but what if the light one is way too light for me? But I'm glad when I opened this up, I was like, oh, thank god. I think it might, like, you know, work on my skin tone. Next up, I got the Eye Sculpt Eye Shade. This is a multi-purpose palette. Actually, I thought it was only for the brows, but it turns out it's a multi-purpose palette, which is good for me. It can be used to create seamless, sculpted, and defined eye and brow looks. So you can use it as eyeshadow, and also as contour. This is so pretty. I love the packaging on this. So I feel like maybe I can use the light shade in here, but now that it says it can also be used as eyeshadow, I'm kind of intrigued to want to use it as eyeshadow. Okay, last thing I got is the Garden of JUVIA'S. Now I haven't gotten an eyeshadow palette from them for a while now, and I really like this one. There's another one on their website, I think, but I forgot the name of it, but it looks really, really pretty. So I want to get that one next, but this one just gives me all the springtime feels. It came out in the summertime, but it gives me springtime feels, and I love it. Let's look at it inside. I think the packaging is just so pretty. I love me pastels. Like, I think a few months ago I was really invested in like rainbow palettes, like all color palettes, and now I'm going towards pastels. It looks just like the packaging. Very gorgeous. And then in the back has the ingredients, the shelf life, and all the things you need to know. I love that. Like, there's some products that like sometimes they don't have all the ingredients listed in the back. This has like the whole back filled, honestly. We have the same beautiful, this one doesn't have a mirror, but that's okay. I don't need a mirror necessarily. It'd be nice to have a mirror, but it doesn't matter. And these are the eyeshadows. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love all the shimmers in here. This is definitely something that if you like any pastel in here, I think these are all perfect for the lid. Even if it's like matte or shimmer, you can use it on the lid, and then you can combine it with another palette. I know a lot of people don't like doing that, but this is definitely something nice to have. It's just so pretty. Oh my god. I kind of want to go into the greens today because my nails are green. I'm gonna be putting all this on my face and letting you know what I think about it. And we're gonna go into the Eye Sculpt Eye Shape palette. Like I said, I am gonna choose the lightest shade in here. I'm just taking an angled brush. Oh, okay. This is a warm tone brown, but it's like a dark brown. Oh, I think I can work with this. That's nice. I would prefer something more cool tone, but this is fine. I'm gonna go into the next one and I'm gonna apply it at the end of the eye and see what happens. But I think that looks nice, and I don't think it looks extremely too dark. With the lighter shade in the beginning and then the darker shade in the back, I think it kind of balances things out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye and I'm gonna conceal. Now we're gonna go into the Garden of Juvia's palette. Oh, this is so freaking stunning. It makes me happy. And I want to go into the green, so we're going to be taking Lucky Clover, this one right here, and just applying that all over the crease. And I'm taking my LA Studio E127. Okay, right, as I figured, this is a really light green. It's supposed to be more in pastel, and it's very bright and beautiful, but it shows up really well. It's just an amazing shade, because sometimes pastels just don't want to show up, or they're really light, or they're lacking that brightness, and this one doesn't. Okay, so here's where I could mess it up, or I can make it better. So since this is a more pastel palette, I don't really see any dark shadows in here. There's like a more burnt orange in here. I guess it's more brown, but it's such a warm brown that I feel like it was meant to use with like the orange and the yellows in here. I don't know how that would mix in with my eye. I kind of want something deeper and darker to kind of make this green on the edge a little more dark. So I'm gonna go into this brow palette, because it says I can use it as eyeshadows, and I'm taking the darkest shade in here. So I'm going to use this in the outer corner just to give it more darkness. This is kind of scary because usually brow products on the eyes don't work out that well. So I'm kind of scared that it won't blend or it'll be patchy. And then I'm going to add a little bit of that green back on top. The reason why I'm adding like the green on top is because I want it to like mix in. I don't want it to look black. I want it to look like if it was like a darker green. Yeah, there we go. It blended fine. At first, right here, it was scaring me because it was just having the imprints of the fluffy brush, and I thought maybe I need like a smaller fluffy brush, but it's blending out okay now. So I'm taking that green shade again and just applying it here just to make this brighter. I think I forgot to mention, but I used the JUVIA'S Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Primer. I did not buy this this time around, but I just used it since I'm, using JUVIA'S Place, might as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye, and I'll cut my crease and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so I already cut my crease, and it's kind of like a half crease, I guess. And I'm just blending in the mint shadow in here before applying our shimmers. I'm taking this e.l.f. brush, so I'm gonna go in with Money Tree, and then next to it, Flower Petals. I'm gonna go in without wetting it first, and we'll see if I need to wet it or not. So we're gonna go in with Money Tree. We're gonna apply it right here in the outer portion, connecting it right here to the darker outer corner. And yeah, it's sparkly and beautiful and just everything I imagine. When I shift, you can see a little bit of white in it, but it's still a dark green. It's so weird, but I love it. And I'm just kind of like putting this all the way to the middle. I could put this all over my lid, but I'm not gonna do that because I still want to use the other green shade in here. Flower Petals gives me such Tinkerbell vibes. Okay, and we're gonna apply this in the front portion. Oh, that's so cute. I love this green. This one's all green. This one doesn't shift or anything. Not like the other one. Yeah, exactly like I thought. You don't need to wet the shimmers. I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye and then we'll be back. Okay, so I did my eye. So I put a little bit of Flower Petal, which is that light green shade right here, and then took Clover or Lucky Clover, I think, like underneath. But I did do foundation concealer. I might go underneath to blend it a little bit more. So yeah, now we're gonna move onto bronzer. Let's get right into it. I think I'm gonna mix these both and just apply it here. So I'm taking an angled Wet n Wild brush. Just like I said, I'm mixing the two. Ooh, it's very warm, but I feel like it didn't put too much on, nor did it put too little. Like I don't have to build this up. Basically, I just have to place what I need to place and then blend it out. I like that. Is it a little too warm? I think because I have an orange blush on, it's giving a little too warm, but I think it's just right. And I also didn't powder this area. It like blends itself. It's so nice. I like that. Now it is a little bit messy down here, but I'm always like that. So I'm gonna go in with like powder or whatever and clean that up. I always do that because I just go pop, 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 pop like that. Ah, okay. So one's darker, one's lighter, but they're both very warm. I thought they were gonna be cool tone. Like the darkest one in here looked cool tone, but it's not. It's warm. I like it. It gave a lot of warmth to my skin, as a bronzer should. I like the colors together. Maybe if I didn't want it too warm, I'd just go in with the light one. But even with the darkest one in here, I don't feel like it's warm enough. Like I don't feel like a hot Cheeto, you know? Okay guys, so I powdered and everything. So now we're gonna move on to the lips. I only have, as you know, one lip liner. So we're gonna go ahead and apply Rare. So Rare, sorry. Oh my God, I love it. It's such a pretty brown. It's like not too warm, but it's not like cool tone. It's like a neutral brown and I love that. And the pigment comes out almost instantly. Like I don't have to layer this. And it's not like too waxy, like it doesn't like slip off. That's nice. Oh, I love this lip liner. I think this is a new favorite, guys. Oh my God. Okay, so I have two of these. I'm thinking I'm gonna try both of them on. This one's a Mauve Moment, but I feel like since I have like a peachy blush, I should not do mauve. So good thing that this is first, but oh, this smells so good. Oh my God, it's so creamy. It glides on, just so amazing. I love these lipsticks. And it complements the lip liner. You know what? This could go with the green. It's not the green necessarily that the lip doesn't match. It's just the blush. But let's try this one on. So I have to take this off and then we'll try this one on. It feels really dark next to the pastel ones. I don't know. Does it match? Okay, I know I was supposed to, well, I said I wanted to get different colors in order to stay away from the peachy route. But my mind didn't go there with the blush because I like sometimes matching my blush, and it was just so out of place not to have a peachy lipstick to go with it. That's why I didn't change the lipstick, but that's why I put on Heartthrob from AOA to give it more of a peachy in the center because I wanted it to match my blush. So I know I wasn't technically, I was trying to get away from peachy stuff, but I need a match, guys. I don't think I changed it too much. Just the center is where I put a little bit of that peachy gloss. This look in itself is just so beautiful. I was trying to decide which one out of everything that I got that I really love, and that's so freaking hard because they're all so good. I love everything, but I think what took the cake today was something so simple that I would have never thought that I'd like it would be my favorite, but it's the lip liner. It just has to do with everything. I think it's just, it was a necessity. I needed something like this in my makeup, and I know I'm gonna use this. Like, I know I love all of these and I love the lipsticks because the formula is so good, but like I have another lipstick of this, so it's not necessarily something that I needed, but I feel like this is something that I needed. Everything else was like a want, you know, but what I needed was this lip liner in my life. But yeah, I have to say, full face, everything looks so good and I love it. So yeah, that is my Juvia's Place haul and review. Anyways, yeah, so that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment down below, and subscribe. Till next video, bye!